Welcome to HS Game Time in our CIF Baseball Championship Preview Show. I'm Pep Fernandez, our baseball guru, Kyle Glaser, standing by to break down the three divisions that we have inland area teams playing for that CIF title. And Kyle, let's start in Division 2. And if I remember correctly, did you pick Temecula Valley in the finals?
I did. I said Temecula Valley would win it all. I said they'd beat Redlands East Valley, so I don't have the opponent correct.
Halfway right.
But the Golden Bears are there. I expect a great matchup. The second-seeded Golden Bears are taking on fourth-seeded Cypress. Both teams are very similar. Both teams score an average of roughly 6 runs per game. Both teams allow under 3 runs per game. I think we're going to see a great pitching matchup. Temecula Valley's Brandon Cook this year went 8-3 with a 1.39 ERA. On the other side, we should see Kevin Lillicrop for Cypress. He's a Point Loma Nazarene commit. Threw a one-hitter in his last start in the quarterfinals. Also threw a no-hitter earlier this year. But both teams can swing it as well. Cypress features 3 guys in their lineup who are going to Division I schools. Temecula Valley this year as a team hit over 320. Kyle Plantier, Mitch Kemp, AJ Sawyer. It's a very deep lineup. We could see a pitcher's duel. We could see both lineups hitting the ball, but I don't expect it to be a blowout either way. I think these are 2 very evenly matched teams. I wouldn't be surprised if either team wins it, and I think it'll be a great one down at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, under the lights at Dodger Stadium on Friday night, maybe a 2-1 ball game, 3-2.
I would expect to be something like there, but like we mentioned, if both teams come out swinging the sticks, we could also see 8-7. I think both teams have the potential to hit the ball as hard as anyone around, but I do think pitching tends to overpower hitting in the playoffs, and both teams are throwing true aces out there.
Now we know Temecula Valley has some great pitchers on their staff. Another good one is out at Citrus Valley. Luke Lanphier making his, and we were joking off camera about this, his UCR debut in a sort of a way, because Citrus Valley will be playing their Division 5 championship game on campus at UCR. So how do you think the Citrus Valley Blackhawks will do as they go for the CIF title?
Well, you mentioned it could be Lanphier's first appearance at UCR. It could also be his last. He's committed to UCR, but he's expected to be drafted fairly high. He's really inarguably the best pitcher in all of Division 5 and one of the best pitchers in the country, and that's going to give Citrus Valley a huge advantage when they go out there. He's 10-1 with an ERA this year of 0.41, 99 strikeouts in 68 innings. The guy's been nearly unhittable. At the time of this taping, Oak Hills and Ontario Christian have yet to play, and whoever wins that is who Citrus Valley is going to play. But Lanphier, as long as he's on the mound, Citrus Valley is going to have a huge advantage no matter who their opponent is. However, we should note Ontario Christian did beat Citrus Valley in the opener this year 5-2 with Lanphier on the mound. However, it's because the defense made 4 errors. Oak Hills, if they are the opponent, they won the title only 2 years ago in 2010. 4 starters from that championship game are still at Oak Hills, and their manager, Jason Story, for my money, is one of the best managers in the Inland Empire. So Citrus Valley will be challenged no matter who they face, but as long as Luke Lanphier is on the mound, you got to give the Blackhawks the edge because, as we said, pitching wins in the playoffs, and no team in Division 5 has the pitching the Blackhawks have. That's why they're in the finals.
I think you hit the nail on the head. It doesn't matter who Lanphier's facing as long as he's on the mound for the Blackhawks on Saturday at UCR in the D5 title game. All right, Division 7, Temecula Prep, and I met some of the players this past Friday in the quarterfinals, and they were joking that nobody even knows who they are. They don't know where the school's at. They don't know anything about them. But Kyle, we know about them now because they're playing for the CIF Championship in Division 7.
Absolutely. Jason Litt has taken a team in a school that you mentioned no one really knows about, and they're in the championship only a few years after the school even opened. They're number 2 in the whole division, and they are the favorite. They're going to be taking on an unranked Linwood Fireball team. Temecula Prep this year went 25-4, and the numbers say it all. Hitting wise, they averaged over 12 runs per game. They also stole 98 bases, 99 attempts. They love to run, and this is a team that I think has all the momentum going for them. They've won 17 straight games. If they can carry that forward, they're going to be in great shape. Go down the lineup: Jacob Uribe, Bryce Apodaca, Jordan Santa Cruz, James Uribe, all guys hitting over 400. Apodaca, I expect to get the start on the mound. Sophomore's been very sharp, 5-0, 2.27 ERA. 52 strikeouts and 28 1/3. That's going to give them the advantage. Fireball went 19-14, but 5 of their wins came via forfeit, so they really have only gotten hot in the postseason. However, they did knock off number 1 overall seed New View Bridge 6-0, so they are a threat that can't be taken lightly. Their starting pitcher, Anthony Rios, had 10 strikeouts in his last start in the quarterfinals, a complete game victory over Kate, so he might be able to silence that Temecula Prep offense, but once again, Temecula Prep is favored in terms of record, in terms of seeding, in terms of on-paper talent. I think there's a good chance we could see them win their first title in school history.
And Temecula Prep, their mascot? The Patriots. In case you didn't know. Now you know a little more about Temecula Prep. And for complete coverage of all the CIF baseball championship games, keep it here to HS Game Time for video, articles, photos, tweets, blogs. We're going to have it all Friday and Saturday. For Kyle Glaser, I'm Pep Fernandez for HS Game Time and PE.com.